Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video for RF Online, Episode 2, Pioneers of Novus, Fantasy and Romance. Now, I'll spend about 5-10 minutes running around checking this game out. It's a free-to-play fantasy/sci-fi MMORPG by CCR. Now, if you guys want to play RF Online or just learn more about it, check out our full review on MMOHut.com. I don't know why they call it Fantasy and Romance. There's really no romance in the game. I don't know. Let's log in over here. And as you can see, it's got a little sci-fi look right now, but it's actually a mix of sci-fi/fantasy. Let's go ahead and click create. And the game's three factions are the Belletto Union, the Holy Alliance of Korra, and the Acretia Empire. Told you guys, there's always an empire. Every game. About an 80% chance there'll be an empire. I'm going to go with Belletto Union for now, because they look like the human people. Alright, let's go ahead and click OK. Make my Belletto character. And our game's four playable classes are Warrior, Ranger, Mystic, and Specialist. Now, these really don't seem like sci-fi classes, but, you know, let's see what happens. I'm going to go with Warrior for now over here. Let's click OK. And it's my elf character over here, so it looks like the Belletto Union were just elves. Space elves. And, whoa, that's funky. Let's go with something a little bit more normal. There we go. Alright, let's just... You can rotate the camera if you like, but I'm going to go ahead and click start. Remote. Okay. Character name already exists. It's weird. I'll put 2 Ys. Alright. Characters successfully created. Now here we go. Check this game out. Now, a quick history about this game. It used to be published by the same guys that made Archlord. Codemasters was the company. Yeah, that's it. And since then, it was closed down. And now it's being published by the game's developer, CCR. It used to be pay to play as well under the original publisher, but since CCR took over, they made it free to play. And as soon as you log in over here, you can just go ahead and skip the tutorial. I like how my character's face looks at my mouse. Cancel that. I strongly recommend you guys actually skip the tutorial because it actually offers very little information. It basically says you can look around with the mouse, you can move with the left click, and it just says something very basic. If you've ever played an MMORPG before, there's absolutely no need to play that. And as soon as you log in over here, this thing is talking to you over here. I am Eldon Carter, the executive here. Gotcha. Alright, alright. The weapons you select will pretty much decide whether you end up shielding or dealing damage. That's important. Alright, blah blah blah. If you pick a sword, you do a lot of damage, it said. So I think I know where I'm going to go with. I'm going to use a sword. Alright. Congratulations to me for doing nothing. It's a huge congratulations. All I did was log in. Go me. Alright, as soon as you log in, you get these weapons over here, as well as, go away, stop talking. And he really just hands out a quest right now, which I'm not reading. And you get these weapons as soon as you log into the game over here. Now, there's some very big differences between this and the original version of the game, since it got relaunched. Now, let's go over here. And I'm going to go walk around here for a second. Now, the main difference is really, you actually start off with a ridiculously powerful weapon in this new version that's being published by CCR. Now, in this version, let's see the weapons over here. You actually start with 4 weapons over here. 3 weapons, I lied. Returnee's Soul Bow, Returnee's Dual Sword, and a Soul Staff. Now, you would think when you start off a game, you know, you start off with a level 1 decent piece of equipment, you know, just so you can get the game going, you know. But not so much in RF Online. Oh, by the way, RF Online stands for Rising Force, in case you guys didn't know. And in this game, you start with some ridiculously powerful weapons. I'm going to go and equip this and you'll see what it looks like as I beat this guy up. Look at this. As soon as I start the game level 1, I'm using these huge dual 2-handed awesome swords here. Let me show you guys how cool they look. Yeah, that's fair. And these things are just as overpowered as they look. And I'll show you guys. I'm on level 1. I'm going to go ahead and one-shot these guys. 884 damage. Bam, dead. Go kill these little baby kangaroos or whatever these are. And just from the look of it right now, you guys can tell this game actually has a lot more fantasy elements than sci-fi elements. I mean, the environments are a little bit sci-fi if you look at the cities. I mean, there's a lot of machinery in the cities and all, and my plasma swords are kind of fantasy, but... I mean, the game kind of lies when it says it's a sci-fi MMORPG because it's mostly fantasy. And you can see a huge moon over here, which looks kind of cool. It looks really cool when I zoom with my character like this. Whoosh. There's like a hole in my head over here. And as I move my mouse, my character will actually follow it, which is kind of neat. And just by running around already, I can point out that the game has a very high quality production value to it. And that's because it used to be pay to play. And even the music feels top notch. But the fact that you start with these ridiculously powerful weapons kind of kills the game. I don't know why they would do this. And this is not just the warrior class either. Every class starts with these ridiculously powerful weapons. Even the other factions as well. I'm going to go ahead and cross this bridge over here and fight some harder stuff. You can see my experience meter right on the bottom over here. And I'm almost leveled up. And when the game first came out, like I said, you did not start with any of these weapons. Even when it went free to play under the original publisher, it was still normal, I would want to say, because you didn't start out with these uber powerful weapons. And it's not just that, I have an uber powerful staff as well and a bow that I could use. You even start out with some potions, which are nice. Now let's kill these thin bugs over here. And on the guy's stats over here, you can see these little dots. These little dots basically represent how strong they are. The more of them they have, the stronger they are in comparison to my level. But since I start with these awesome weapons, I one-shot them, so I have nothing to worry about. And what's really stupid is each of these monsters drops like 4 or 5 of these items, and I want to pick them up, you know, because I like loot. But you have to literally click them every single time to pick them up. So every time I kill a monster, you gotta click like 5-6 times to pick up all the loot it drops, which I think is pretty stupid. I mean, why can't I just drop it all in like one neat pile inside of it and I can click, you know, loot all? But nope, it just drops like 5 bags at once, which is incredibly dumb. And the weapon over there looks really cool. I mean, I like the game's graphics, even though it's 4 years old now. The game was released in 2006 originally as pay to play. It was also, it was developed by CCR, the company that's publishing it now. And you can see my map over here by clicking N. Gameplay is done entirely through point and click. WSAD does not work. Let's kill some of these armored kangaroo things, baby kangaroo things. And again, there's no reason I should be able to kill these monsters. These monsters are rated very difficult for me, and there's absolutely no reason I should be able to kill them at this level. But being that I have this awesome weapon, that's very possible. And it's funny because when you kill these monsters and you actually do the quest in the game right now, the game still has quests. And when you do those quests, you get rewarded with weapons. And the weapons you get for doing the quests are just garbage. And the weapons these guys drop are just pure trash compared to your starting weapons. Because it's funny, when they actually just made you start off with these starting weapons that are really powerful, they didn't really adjust the game at all. So these monsters drop genuine level 1 weapons, which actually do like 80 damage. And this does 1054 to 1500, which is just absurd. Sword of Heroes, Returned Heroes of World of Silence. What? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's to be expected. And why on earth is my life bar over here? That doesn't make sense either. So there are a few graphical problems with the game, at least glitch-wise. I mean, when I first played this game, when it was normal, it was fun. I mean, it had great graphics, it had a lot of quests, a good economy, very PvP options, and just a lot to do, and an excellent skill system as well. But now, the fact that you level up so fast and that you start with these ridiculously powerful weapons just makes you not want to do anything. I mean, why should I do these quests when I can just one-shot all these high-level monsters? Doesn't make any sense. But let me show you guys some of the things I like about this game. The game's skill system is actually very innovative, because unlike most free-to-play MMORPGs, where you simply level up and get stat points to distribute and skill points to distribute, you actually just get these skills over here at level 1, and you can use them right away. If I drag my slash over here, my bash, maybe put that on over here, accuracy, put that on, and wild rage. If I click 9 to do my wild rage, I buff myself, but I also gain points in wild rage. You see over here, my experience is now 7.5% with wild rage. And as I continue to use wild rage and keep buffing myself, it'll eventually level up, and I'll be able to have a more powerful version of the spell. So you're actually rewarded for skills you use rather than just leveling up and getting points. And it really just adds another layer of progression to the game. Because, so instead of just leveling up, you know, just killing monsters to level up, just as using skills you actually get stronger. Which is a system I really like. And I'm going to use my skill over here to bash this guy. Alright, awesome. And I can just buff this skill as well. Let me do my accuracy. My accuracy just got some 7.5% experience as well. Let me kill these heavy wings over here. So you can really develop your character exactly how you want to develop it. Because you really control what skills grow and what skills you don't. You don't like bash, don't waste your time with it. Don't use it at all. And there's a lot more skills in the game over here, which I don't have access to right now. But there's so much variety in the game with the amount of skills there are. I mean, if you look past the fact that you start with these really overpowered weapons, and you just grind down to like level 50, and when things start to get a little bit normal, and these weapons stop being, how do I call it, overpowered, it can get more fun. Especially since the PvP in the game is pretty interesting. The game's story is pretty basic. There's 3 factions perpetually at war, and they're all fighting for resources. Every once in a while, there's PvP events, as well as faction-based realm versus realm fights, which you basically fight for control over one of the special resources in the game, and whichever nation controls that special resource gets uber benefits for their race, as well as cool items. Now, the guilds in the game can also vie for control over territory in the game, so guilds can actually control territory in the game, controlling tax rates and all sorts of interesting things. I mean, this game was pay to play, like I said a while ago. That means there's a lot of interesting features in the game. There's a very high quality feel to it. Just the graphics, the sound quality, the controls, the graphics, everything is just top notch. Except this stupid item system. I hate that. Look, there's like 7 items on the floor. Why should I have to click all of these? I literally have to manually click every single one of these. That's just absurd. And the fact that you start with these ridiculously overpowered weapons is also absurd. Anyway, guys, if you want to play RF online or just learn more about it, check out our full review on MMOHut.com on the link on the right sidebar. Later, guys.